Hello everybody. Today I wanted to introduce the tutorial for this pendant which I have created on occasion of St. Valentine celebration. In fact, it's actually the one on the right, the red one. And I've also created another version which is a little bit different, also because red sometimes reminds me of Christmas time, so I just wanted to change a little bit. So this other one is actually in a blue greenish colors, and also I've used a different color for each row of seed beads. Instead, for the other one they're all red. So for the tutorial we're going to show the red one. I also wanted to say, while working on the red one, which is the first one, I was actually making this up, so I realized I did something wrong, which I actually managed to fix for the green blue one. So I will show you how I changed for that one. It's just a minimal change, so I will put a note on the tutorial so that you know, but I will just introduce it now. Basically, as you can see in these seed beads, increasing in number. It's 1, 2, 3, but I noticed that it wasn't too regular. There was a bit of defect there. They raised a bit. Instead, here I managed to avoid that. Just basically, I left 2 rows without increasing for 2 consecutive rows, but never mind. So I hope you like. I already tell you it's not super easy, but it's also that difficult. It's just because it contains different techniques, 3 different techniques, such as peyote and also herringbone to work around the circle. But again, you can just if you follow and practice, you're gonna do it. I'm going to go ahead and show you all the material that you need, and happy reading. So there you go. First of all, Swarovski rivoli in light CM. This is 14 millimeters. Then I use this thread 0006. That's the one I use. It has to be fireline because it keeps the work a lot better. I'm using this seed beads, Miyuki Delica in silver. Again, 15-0 Rocaille in red. This is opaque red, 15-0. And then Swarovski crystal in bicon, 4 millimeters. And again, I decided to go for red CM. Of course, if you prefer using different colors or 2 different colors, one for Swarovski or 2 different Swarovski colors, one for the center and one for the work along the circle, you can just do as you prefer. So this one I'm showing you is just to work the same red pendant that I've done. So the first thing is to embed with peyote technique the rivoli. If you look on Google, you will find several tutorials to embed a 14 millimeters rivoli. I will also do probably a separate tutorial to do this, but it's very quick. So this is the base to start with. I will probably also link a previous videos that I've done to this. So if you're just starting and you don't know how to do this, just Google embedding a rivoli. I'm trying to zoom so you can actually see. It's just like a star. So, exiting from one of the delica seed beads, let's say from this, on the edge, exiting and adding one seed bead in between the two delica, adding another red one, plus add another one, and go around the circle. Basically, all around the superior edge, you need to have a seed bead for all the circle. This is the result. So I've completed the first round, and now I have to go on the back of the work. So on the back, again in this case I'm exiting from this delica just before the red beads, and I'm just doing the same thing, which is adding one seed bead in between the spaces on each space. But instead of using rocaille, instead of using seed beads, I'm using delica. Here you go. So the same round but with different beads. So after you completed this round, you will exit from one of the delica that you've added. Now I'm adding 6 delica beads and enter in the opposite, same delica bead, and also in the just close by bead, just like this. So I'm exiting from there, added 6 delica, and then entered on the side, again in this, enter in there, and then again also in the one just next by. So next step, no more 6 delica but 4, just repeating the same. So I'm gonna go with 4, I'm entering in this one and also in this one, and then passing just in the next one. So I'm exiting from this, I'm adding 4 delica, I will enter in that, in that, and in that, and then I'm exiting from the next one. Just let me try and show you zooming. Just done that operation, and I have just another smaller ring exiting from the base delica, adding 4 delica, and then in a circle exiting in the next one. I'm going on again with 4, I'm entering in the 2 that are just there, and I try to create yet another petal. But when you do the round and you get to the second last one, you will need to go just with 2 instead of 4. But I'm going to show you. So if you continue just with the same 4 delica up to there, so I did all my petals, rings or how you want to call them. So I'm exiting here. So I missed the last. I don't have any more room. So I'm exiting from this delica. I passed from the same I was exiting, and in the next one I have to enter in the first 2 delica of the next one ring, exiting, adding 2 delica, and then fixing it into the next 2 of the previous ring, so that I already have a base. And I'm just using 2 and 2 on each side, because I don't need to use any more beads to create the sides, except they are already there, basically. So basically the 2 delica that I'm adding here is just to create the top of the petal. Let me try and zoom so you see. So I enter here and there, and the top one, add 2 delica and then enter in the second and the other 2 on the right side, so that I exit from the last petal created, like this. So I've used the 2 side delica, just added the 2 delica on top to create the roof of the last. So once I turn this is the facing. So I'm exiting from one of the red seed beads that I've added after the embedding, the first round. I don't know if you remember the first round that we've done. So basically you will go in, you will work with bicons now. Let me just show you what I've done. Because you don't really want it to be the thread to be showing, so I need to show you what I've been doing for this. So I've inserted the bicon, and to hide the thread, I've been passing through a couple of delica underneath, and again, in order to hide my thread, I will pass through the seed beads, adding a new seed bead. Now I will add a new bicon and exiting through the bottom delica. Basically I proceed by adding 1 seed bead, 1 bicon, and passing through the delica beads, going up again. So all the time you, on the top part, you don't have a red seed bead where you need to pass, you will add 1 so that your thread won't show. So there you go. We completed the whole round with bicons. Actually, if you like it like that, you can also use it like a ring, because it's really firm. It's not bending or it's not soft. So in this case we continue because we need to create a pendant. So after completing this round, we go on the back of the work. Perfect. So at this stage we need to work on this silver work. We're exiting from one of the couple of little roofs for like these 2 or these 2, just as you like. For example, if I'm exiting from here, I will add a couple of delica and will enter in the next couple of delica next line, like herringbone, basically herringbone work. So add a couple of delica, pass through, exit, and pass through, entering in the next 1 delica bead. So it's 4 passages that I've done. 1, 2, 3, 4 couples in herringbone, and the couples that I have around as I work. These 2 I've added. I pass through the next 2 by, and I'm exiting from this couple. I will add a new couple of delica, passing through the side one. I will add, and so on. So I complete the next round of work. After doing this with herringbone work, I will just start an identical one. Basically, after you finish the last addition, you will just start, you go up and you add the next 2 on the second round. Pass underneath, add the next 2, and so on, exiting from there. So it's just again identical work, so that you can start seeing and start creating. Now I've turned the work. So at this stage, you can see around the circle is increasing. I need to add one red seed bead, 15 between one couple and the other. So in this case, I went down there and then I went up after creating. Now I go down to add a red bead, enter in the next couple, and so on. So it's again herringbone work, because I'm adding also silver delica. So I've terminated this round. So in the next round I will proceed with the same herringbone work, but instead of adding one red seed bead, I will add two, because it's increasing. So like this. And now guess what? I'm doing yet another round with herringbone. So we started with adding one red seed bead, two, and now obviously it's going to be three, just as the previous round. So you just continue in the same way. So the next one actually is three again. So you have herringbone rows. Instead of adding one couple, you will only add one silver delica. And you do the same for the whole round. So as you can see, I finish. So it's the time to use the bicon 4mm. So coming out from one of the delica, it's like these little points. I've added one seed bead, 13, and then bicon, and then seed bead again. It's just a symmetrical pattern, and I work this all along the circle. After this is over, I'm going to add seed beads, delica beads between. If I'm exiting from this seed bead, you will add one delica just on top of the other one, then pass behind the seed bead, and then add yet another delica. Basically on each delica you will need to have another one. And now we proceed with the last. Sorry about the light, it's really not ideal, but it's evening here, so and hopefully I will have time to create tutorial over during the daytime. Anyway, we're going ahead with the last round. So we need one delica, one red seed bead, so that you have 3 red seed bead and 4 delica in alternative pattern, just like you see here. Delica, seed bead, blah blah blah. Passing into the silver delica, and then create yet another arch. I'll show you. And you just, it's quite simple. This is the finished. Also, at the end of the work, always remember to pass the random pattern with your needle so that you reinforce it. And then I just added a little ringlet on the top of it so that you have where to put the necklace. Goodbye!